Hello, lovelies, you gorgeous human beings, and welcome back to Mama G Gear. Mama G here, and Dr. Rusty Blades. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share us out if you can. Thank you. We appreciate it. Our channel is growing, and we're so excited because of you, beautiful human beings. Anyway, today, as you can see behind us, these are just some of the paintings that I have done of black cats. Because I am obsessed with black cats. So
and today we're going
she's
to
give us
black
some
cats.
information about them.
So
I'm going to listen like you.
yes, again, this is something that no one knows the info but me about. I'm about to talk about.
Yeah, and the people who wrote the info.
Yes,
they know
in the
about
sense of she has no idea
I
what
have
we're
no
talking
idea,
about,
and you have no idea.
other than the concept of black cats
Yeah.
and their link to evil, bad luck, fear, and where that started. Oddly enough, there is no one place, like one moment where it went from like black cats are fine to, oh, they're bad. But here is a list of things that could have led to such a thought about them. So you've got a few things. It's funny that they're considered bad luck. It's mainly here in the United States and not so much other places. So take Japan and parts of the UK actually consider them to be lucky. So it is more linked
I think
to
they're lucky
here.
They have great personalities too.
Yes. So in Celtic mythology, there was a fairy tale creature called the cat synth, which may have rooted the cat's connection to witchcraft.
Oh.
But and people believed that it could steal the souls of a corpse before it was able to be claimed by the gods. And then it would be able to turn into a human from stealing that soul, which is what led to the connection to witches, a cat, and a cat being a familiar, which is a being that helps a cat that can transform from animal to human.
Yes. The familiars, like that movie Bells and whatever with Jimmy Stewart.
Yes.
Kim Novak.
Another thing that could have led to it is Freya, which is the Norse god of fertility and love.
Which is the name of the cat you just found.
Yes. She would ride a chariot that was pulled by two black cats.
Chariot or chariot?
Chariot that was pulled by two black cats. I will point out that I do appreciate the writer here. Instead of using the words reportedly, they wrote purportedly.
Oh, purported. Oh, I love that.
I like that. But reportedly, after serving Freya for 7 years, a very common number in the world of black cats,
7.
they would be rewarded by being turned into witches. So there's another link to black cats to witches to 7 years. Yes.
Oh my God! I wonder if the cat that she found that I take care of it was in the video last you saw. If you did see it.
Now
it's gonna steal my.
I've got one here gets a little dark. So if you are sensitive to things related to a little dark, you can turn the volume down, and then if you want to turn it back up in a moment, I'll give you the thumbs up.
All right, we'll do this if you're sensitive to it, and we'll just go. It's okay to watch. Okay.
It's not bad. It's just a little more.
It's just
sensitive.
the thought of it is kind of heartbreaking.
So the historical cat hater Pope George IV, not a fan of him. He made the first actual church document because he hated cats so much personally. He made the first actual official church document that condemned black cats as incarnations of Satan.
Oh.
This was back in 1232 AD. The unfortunate part of this is that because of what he wrote, it led to several Christian holidays in which they would...
All right, ready?
In which they would burn cats on bonfires as part of that. So that was a bad link to religion. I'm not saying anything bad about that religion. This is just a fact
at
of something that happened at that time.
Doctrine was bad.
Back to more positive things.
Okay, we put our ears in the...
So now we talked about someone we don't like, this cat-hating pope. Now let's talk about someone we do. There was one royal exception to cats, to people hating cats, and this was actually King Charles I of England.
We like him.
He lived from 1600 to 1649. He loved black cats, and he owned one, and he just adored it. He thought it was what brought all of his luck to each day. He brought it around with him. He loved this cat. And on the day the cat died, he said, "And so my good luck leaves me. Well, it was very true, and his good luck did leave him. The next day, he was arrested for treason and eventually beheaded.
Oh, I was going to say he died awfully young.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when your
49.
luck passes away. So,
the cat kept all the secrets.
so the cat hating carried on and over to America with the Puritans, and that it really cemented into the black cats are bad with the Salem witch trials. That was like, which talk about a horrific time in our past.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, Salem witch trials, horribly sad, just everything about that. But in the Salem witch trials, the concept of witchcraft being bad, cats being bad, the black cat's bad luck, that's when that all got cemented down. Yeah, don't be an intelligent in that time. A few hundred years later, black cats became a symbol in a labor movement of anarchism. So this is where it kind of takes a turn. And I'm going to move my head because black cat, arched back, tail stiff is actually the label. And she didn't even know she was
I did not know that.
Yeah, so it started...
Anarchists?
Yes, with the anarchists.
Anarchists?
Yes. And it was mainly the labor movement when they were fighting for better rights and things for labor workers.
I'm proud that I did that. I didn't know.
And the main concept that in anarchists use black and a black flag and black cats is because black is the opposite of the white surrender flag. I did not know that until I read this.
That is interesting as well.
I naturally just like black.
Yeah.
But yes, the actual back arch, stiff tail, that became a symbol that was used in a lot of labor right organizations. It was adopted by the labor union, adopted by the industrial workers of the world, and it was designed by this man, Ralph Chaplin, who, during a trial... Did I find this quote? Hold on, let me see if I can find this.
Oh, you can see this little guy here.
Here we go. So,
very sad.
During a 1918 trial he stated, the black cat was commonly used by the boys as a representation of the idea of sabotage. The idea being to frighten the employer by the mention of the name sabotage. And by putting a black cat somewhere around, you know, if you saw a black cat go across your path, you would think if you were superstitious, you're going to have a bad day and bad luck. The idea of sabotage is used
to create,
that doesn't make that end of his sentence doesn't quite make sense. It's a quote though. But yeah, so just basically the idea of sabotage, the black cat, the darkness, the non-surrendering, we want our rights, we will avail.
Yes. The exterior saboteur.
So here's another thing that could have actually led to black cats being equated to bad. Interestingly enough, in a year 2000 study, over 300 cat owners showed patients with dark-colored cats were more than 4 times likely to suffer from moderate to more severe allergy attacks than those who owned light-colored cats. There is an allergen in the darker skin of the cat, and they produce a more specific allergen than the light-colored cats, thus making worse allergies. So maybe over time, like, oh, I have this cat, now I've got this sneeze, now my throat's scratchy and all this.
That's weird because I'm more allergic to like Siamese cats and things like that.
Well, Siamese are specific. There's a specific allergen with them. I just thought that was a very
I am allergic to cats, and I have a house filled with them, and I think foster from. I think I built up a tolerance.
Well, that's actually how Crazy Cat Lady. Fun side fact: Crazy Cat Lady term is because of something in the litter that makes your brain go a little nuts. So women, that's why it's important to get dustless good litter.
Yes.
Sometimes spending a little extra money now can save you in the future. But there actually is an allergen in a lot of cheap litters that kind of makes you go nuts.
Maybe that's my problem. I buy cheap litter. Also, too, never when you're pregnant. Never. That's one thing doctors say. Don't clean cat litter. Don't be around it when you're pregnant.
That's when you get the other half to work on.
Yeah. Well, you should do it anyway, or they should, whoever you're married to.
So now there's some fun facts about cats, and I'm going to end with this concept. No matter what started the concept of black cats being bad, it has stayed, it has continued, and do you know what it has caused at this point? Upwards to 50% less likely a black cat from being adopted. They are seen so bad. They're more likely to be hurt outside, like our friend's cat that got injured during like the initial shutdown. And actually with Betty White's birthday coming up, I would like to point out that it's been going around the internet And yes, you should always donate and adopt. Yes,
Always,
people
always.
like us that sell paintings, that
Money
goes to an
goes
animal
toward charity.
fund,
Yeah.
all that. But if we can every single year have every person that thinks about this and loves animals donate money or things to an animal shelter in honor of Betty White, what a great way to honor this wonderful soul.
I feel like I think a lot of people feel this way, that on her birthday, January 17th, she would have been 100 years old, and we should make that National Betty White or International Betty White Day, and that should be the biggest fundraising day for all our local shelters, SPCAs, any kind of animal charity, not just, dogs and cats. We're talking Wildlife Federation, all of that. That should be
And we're going to do a little thing
special
on Betty White. But
yes, we would like to in honor of her, because we're huge fans.
Huge fans of her, huge fans of animals,
Yeah.
huge fans of everything that woman did throughout her career.
Yes, and that's going to be, we'll do that next.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to get off here and come right back. Love you
We'll
all.
be in the same shirts, though.
We're not
because
changing.
You guys know it's different days.
Yeah, it's always different days for us.